So hello everyone. I know this is 3 months later, but that doesn't matter. Let's just get into the video. So I was just thinking, just on our day, on how much impact we do to environment, and also how much our lives have changed alongside efficiency. And I didn't get to that until I thought of technology. That's the thing that make all of those drastic changes happen. All the way from when we actually had to burn up our house to keep it heated, from today with our automatic furnaces. Now let's just get into the video. And by the way, guys, I know it's summer. No need to tell us. Okay, so the thing is that technology can fix up a lot of issues if we use it correctly. And this use it correctly also comes down to one word: efficiency. Now you may be wondering what efficiency is, and basically I'm getting into the thing. What is efficiency? Now, actually, I'm gonna just tell you a little thing about my next video. It's gonna be about how I rank technology specifically. I was about to record it last night, but then our data ran out, and then we had to just do anything else. So now that I'm back on data, I'm just making a new video. But I'm gonna tell you the main specific part, but wouldn't ruin all of the videos. So make sure to watch that. And subscribe, click the notification bell, and also share. And also like. Because why not? So let's get into the video. So stage 1 type of technology is basically very simple technology. Now technology is kind of the same definition as a computer. You basically put in an input, it does processing, and it then does the output. So the input for this area, you need to give a lot of input, and then a lot of processing happens, which is obviously inefficient because it gives you the same output for stage 2, which just has a bad processing but good, still the same amount of output. See the difference? You have to always have 2 output. I'm not gonna spoil up the video. That's the only thing we need to know, really. There's also stage 3, but there's nothing important we want to know about that. Let's just go and get into the thing. Now the thing is, nature can be improved by technology. We always hear ACs do bad stuff for our environment and atmosphere. Never use ACs as much as you can. That actually can be fixed. Okay, so the thing is that technology only works on the right amount of efficiency to improve nature. So and again I need to explain you efficiency because it's a really complicated thing and you have to tie all the webs together to understand. So as you can see, efficiency is basically not efficient. Let's talk about that, then you'll automatically understand what efficiency is. Not efficient, it means that you give in a specific input, that's same, and then it gives you a lot of processing but gives you an overall output. But let's say there's some kind of automatic food machine on the future. Let's just say it's a sci-fi movie. That will be much easier to explain then. So it creates a food for you, and let's say you are wanting a nugget. You eat the nugget, but in exchange it gives a lot of carbon dioxide, methane, and toxins into the environment. Is that good? Nope. But is that efficient? Nope. The efficiency actually is what it gives you in exchange for doing an impact to something an impact to an animal could happen, and in exchange for that it gives you something. And is that better than that one? Is a nugget better than trillions of pounds of toxins and methane going up to the atmosphere? Nope, it's not. Nope, it's not. So that's what efficiency is. It's basically giving you something which is will improve our earth, but in exchange for something that's not too bad compared to it. So that's the thing efficiency is. Now, to make it down even simpler, I just gave efficiency points. It doesn't matter. It's just how I rank how much efficiency happens. You don't need to know the category because I haven't made any category. Let's get into the video. So technology can improve nature on some ways. For example, technology has already improved nature by itself, but it's not as prevalent as it does damage to nature. Now, for example, I forgot that example. What was that? Guys, let me wait to go in Google. So for some reason Google is not working. Oh, okay. If this upload date your Google is working, make sure to drop a comment below. It doesn't matter. Let's get into the video. So nature could be improved by a lot of things. Like technology is the more impacted. Although we are hurting that we destroy spaceships. No, the spaceship destroy themselves to pollute Earth's orbit. I mean, Moon's orbit, I guess. But Moon's orbit, but much inner. That's what we are talking. And we are used to all of those things. Technology has improved some plants. For example, the strawberry has been much less sweeter. What does that? Is that good for our taste buds? Nope, it isn't. But is that good for the environment? Yes, it is. Now, I'm not saying that it's bad it's bad that those are getting eaten, but I am saying that this may just balance the environment a bit more. Now, natural extinction is that happens every time and every now and then. So when two animals basically are fighting for one food source, one of them has to die, or they die by eating a poisonous berry for some reason. I don't know why they will eat that, but plants give some defenses, and while not sweet may be good for some animals, some others are improved to it. So that's the reason that it may balance the environment a bit more, because the ones that are the minority get more of the food, and the ones that are of the majority don't get the food because they're not attracted to sweets. Come on, they're not they're attracted by sweets. So that's the reason. Then we have also for some reason breeded toxic plants. So those are definitely a good defensive mechanism. So that's the things that technology kind of helps. But how does technology impact the environment? I wanted to really know this because all of you know that how much carbon we produce. 1.4 trillion pounds of carbon dioxide. And I forgot how much methane is released. Oh no, Google isn't working. Yeah, I just forgot. So let's just say that methane is not so actually methane is not so bad in our environment. We are not malicious. We are just saying that methane is a natural part of an environment. Let's just say that methane goes up so much that it causes an earthly collapse. Then it will actually it will do some good and will do some bad. So that covers all of us technology and nature's relationships. But now let's go to nature, technology, nature in relation to our lives. How nature has improved, technology has improved. Nature has always improved us on a way up till we had the scale to use technology. And I'm gonna say efficiency levels now because this is the interesting part where we actually use efficiency points and everything I mentioned earlier. So the efficiency points are essentially essentially when we got the technology we started to care less about nature because that's what happens. Get it? We already started to care more about business since 3 months ago. I already posted a business world. Actually, yeah, I need to talk a bit about my older videos. So just take this break. Wait, let me just talk about my older videos and connect them a bit. So as you can see, we have been always talking about technology out from when we didn't need nature. But we kind of did still need nature. Nature is like a free tool that we always get. But technology isn't. You need to earn stuff to actually make technology happen. And yeah, so that's what it connects to our lives. All the way from very inefficient trains, which are ranked at efficiency level, let's just say it's not so bad at 34. It's not so bad, but newer trains have an astonishing efficiency level of... Oh, sorry, that was not efficiency. That means how much not it was efficient. Okay, so 34 not as efficient. But modern trains have an efficiency level, not efficiency level, of actually 52. That's pretty big of a difference if you ask for me. And that means technology actually has improved. Because back then we had to use natural coals from mines. See how hard it is to summon nature? That's why we switched over to an basically much easier thing. But technology depends on nature, which is where we get to the problem. Even rubber, get it what I'm pointing to, requires the rubber tree's help, which actually is a natural thing. Don't you know trees are natural things? So even our phones include platinum, which is very hard to find, and also iron, and also gold, and also very other expensive stuff, which now after that, hey, let me belt up my phone. It doesn't matter. So that's how that's how technology connects. Now, honestly, I'm also connecting technology to one last thing. How did humans evolve the technology? And this will mean a whole human timeline. So you're missing out if you're not watching this. So the whole human timeline was basically when we evolved from our apes ancestors and got out of their packs to just see the outside world. And back then we were not alone. There were more than 13 more species of humans that also decided for some reason coincidentally got out, and then they're the ancestors of us, or we murdered them. That's what happened. So, but let's get into the details. So then we started getting, and a world without fire was there. And this really makes you impact how much nature impacted on a direction. If fire had been never invented on that area, we might as well not have light now and may not be afraid of the dark. Might as well that may happen, we may have to get some expensive fire, which we'll call electricity, and essentially that. So that doesn't matter. But eventually, we discovered fire. That's what brings us to another whole direction toward technology. This was what I would say the first technology. As you can see, a few videos back, I discussed about how technology is actually nature. So nature creates fire, essentially those fire, that campfires essentially, but that is actually technology because we improved from what old sparks we can create. So if those sparks didn't happen, fire won't be technology and it will be purely nature. So technology, according to me, is an advance over old things that inspired a new, way more useful tool to be invented. And that's what technology is. So eventually, I'm going to skip all the way up to the 1600s because that's what the next advancement came. The next major advancement. Because on the scale of fire, we're never talking. But let's cover up the history before the 1600s a bit. So wars finally started to become a thing. Of course they did. Of course it would have been a much advanced world if wars did never happened. Of course. What is this? What is a war mess on the 17th or 5 centuries and that destroyed our world? Let's just get all the way up. And you might be wondering what happened on that area. Yes, just wars. So that's what happened on that area. And right after that, we get the next advancement. And this is all in short, so you must watch our other videos to get more information about these. But then we finally reached the Industrial Revolution. At least according to what's his name? Kurgestan, I think. He's a German guy, and essentially according to him, I'm using him as my source, there were about 40 childs, but they never came to at least 25 years old because 10 of them will be already killed by then. No, 12 of them. So only 2 childs actually grown up to 25 years old. And that's just 25 years old. But after the Industrial Revolution, that all changed. Now there were only 3 childs that happened. No, 2 childs. And they grew up full adult age. So that essentially made Industrial Revolution a lot. So Industrial Revolution bring all of those, but now efficiency points were still ahead of us. So that's when I'm ending this video because honestly there is nothing more to cover, but I'm gonna go in a whole lot of detail on the Industrial Revolution, and many of you I know want to watch other things compared to technology and how technology improved them or how technology was improved by them. So I'm gonna create a part 2. Let's say we could reach 3 likes in this video, and then we could get it. Bye bye guys, see you next time.